OK, first, let's start with Sarah Ferguson, shall we? Revealing that she's been diagnosed with skin cancer just months after being treated for breast cancer. It's in a lot of the front pages this morning. Royal editor Russell Myers is right here, along with Dr Hilary. Really sad because, you know, she was in here just before Christmas. She's an absolute hoot. I mean, she really is. She's very, very, very funny and very kind. No filters whatsoever. Very openly, she talked about her breast cancer, didn't she? And then this hits her.
Yeah, I mean,
shame, isn't it?
it's, you know, terribly bad luck for Fergie, and you will be hard pushed to find anyone who's got a bad word to say against her, and all of our best wishes are with her. But
totally.
You know, she just had a mastectomy in July. She's been very, very open about that, talking about, you know, getting yourself checked, importance of awareness, and this will be very, very much the same. But we were just discussing about the breast cancer situation she was involved in. They removed some of her sort of suspect moles at the time, and one of them has come back with malignant melanoma, which is the most serious form of skin cancer. So, yeah, just another battle for Fergie.
I know it is, and you know what? If anybody's up for it, it's her. You know, that's the thing. And she's been, you know, we'll talk about this in a minute, unlike other members of the royal family, she has been very open, hasn't she, Hilary? Because it was all a bit in her mind. She wanted people to know about her breast cancer diagnosis, what she was going through. She wants people to know that she's got skin cancer, and because she wants to help them.
Yeah, and that's really good, because if you look at the incidence of skin cancers, malignant melanoma particularly, it's very much on the rise. I mean, we've got double the number of cases that we had in the 1990s, because more people are taking summer holidays, more people are getting sunburnt. You know, they're exposing themselves to sunshine, and it's it's UV radiation which causes the problem. So there are about 17,000 cases in the UK every year of this. That's nearly 50 a day. So it's not an uncommon type of cancer. Now, what you do if you see changes in a mole is that you get it what they call an excision biopsy done. They look at that under the microscope. If they see cancer cells, then if they're all taken in the biopsy that's gone, it's done, it's dealt with. Okay. It's only if it's spread to other parts of the body, which malignant melanoma can do, that there's a worry. Then you do scans, and then you talk about treatment, which could be more surgery, it could be targeted medicines, it could be immunotherapy, it could be radiotherapy. But hopefully, in Sarah Ferguson's case, it's been removed and it's done and dusted. Hopefully. Hopefully.
No, absolutely. What should we look out for, though? You know, if
anyone
you've got anything, and get somebody, because you can't see the back of you, obviously.
Exactly.
Get somebody to check.
Yeah. So ideally, what you're looking for in a new mole or an existing mole is A, for asymmetry. Is it symmetrical or is it not? You're looking for the border. Is the border regular or irregular? If it's irregular, that's more suspicious. If there's colour discrepancy within the mole, so some areas are darker than others, that's suspicious. The diameter, if it's bigger than the blunt end of a pencil, 6 millimetres or so, that's more suspicious. And then you've got...
if it's evolving?
Evolving. It means it's changing, it's growing, it's irritating, it's itching, or it's bleeding. So those are the things that are suspicious. If you've got anything like that, get your partner to look at your back or take a photograph of your back or your front, so you see any change over the course of time. See your GP. If your GP is worried, he'll refer you along the fast pathway to a dermatologist for that biopsy that's required.
Well, we wish her all the best. And, of course, as we said, Russell, she's been very open about this. We don't know that much, obviously, about what Kate's been going through, but we do know that she is getting better. She's working from her bed. We understand, and just sort of still, you know, she's okay.
She's doing well. I'm told she's going to be in hospital for 10 to 14 days. You know, big long recovery. I mean, she's cancelled everything right up until after Easter, so that's probably about the end of April we won't see her. But you know, they use the phrase sort of "in good spirits" that had been used for Fergie as well, and of course King Charles as well. I mean, he has come right.
They're all ill. I don't know what's going on, but again, he's been open.
But it is, and I think that is encouraging, that we are having conversations about it. I mean, fair play to Charles, straight out the block saying, you know, I want everybody to know about this. Thousands of men deal with an enlarged prostate. It's about getting checked and being aware of the symptoms and the signs. And so he is going to go into hospital this week for a procedure. And sort of, I suppose, put him on the sidelines for a little bit, but I suppose we want to get back to work.
Certainly. But it is a mistake to rush back to work too soon after abdominal surgery, for example. And there's an article from my colleague Max Pemberton in the Mail today saying that he went back too soon. But there is this feeling that, you know, you're discharged from hospital quickly, you've only had keyhole surgery, done and dusted, carry on with life. But actually, you do need convalescence, you do need to rehabilitate, and some people do rush back too soon.
No, that's very true. And what we were saying about King Charles, why do I keep calling him Prince Charles? It's awful. I do apologise. It's King Charles. But somebody else who's been raising awareness, of course, about men's issues, particularly to do with prostate, of course, is Paul Burrell, who was diagnosed with prostate cancer last year. You remember that we followed his treatment on the show. He was so open about it, helped so many people. Joins us now. So it's interesting, isn't it, Paul, that the royals usually don't really talk much about their health, but there we've had the King being so open about something so very personal. It can only be a good thing.
Yeah, I want to applaud him myself because usually the royals do not speak about their medical problems, and this time he has. And his issues and his condition is very different to mine, but similar in other ways. It'll be uncomfortable for him, but his message is clear. He wants people to know about it. He wants people to come forward. And this is what I'm saying. I mean, he's got a bigger platform than me, but people are following him and going to the GP. People are going in droves. And it is every man's right in this country to go to the GP, if you're over 50, to have a PSA blood test. And I'm still encouraging people to go because early detection can save lives. And well done, King Charles, for leading the nation in this issue, because it's very much a forgotten, hidden issue, but it's something which must be highlighted, particularly in the Black community, because I'm trying to reach Black men out there to say 1 in 4 Black men are likely to have prostate cancer. Please go and get a simple blood test because it could save your life.
No, absolutely. That's a really, really good point, Paul, and one that should be made as often as possible. How are you doing now? Because you look in fine fettle. Are you okay?
I'm good, Lorraine, because I've just come back from Florida where I held my 6-week-old grandson, and that was the best tonic ever and the best Christmas present you could possibly have. And I'm delighted with him. He's a little piece of magic, and I love him dearly now already after 6 weeks, and I couldn't bear to leave him behind. But hopefully I'll get to see him again in the summer. And of course, with modern science, I can see him on FaceTime and Zoom all the time.
Exactly. Honestly, it's the best medicine in the world. No disrespect to our fine GPs and healthcare providers and all of that, but hold a wee baby. I mean, come on, it's the best thing. I'm glad you're doing well, and of course, thoroughly endorse what the King's doing, and we'll talk to you really soon, Paul. Thanks ever so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
And you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. So that's it. I mean, I think Kate's a different thing altogether, but I do think it's interesting that it's almost like modernising the royals, isn't it?
Yes.
That he's talking about that.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Good.
And we applaud them for doing it. But like Hilary says, don't rush back to work too soon, but take care of yourself.
Gosh, there'll be nobody to do. Princess Anne, Princess Anne, we're fine. Everybody, don't panic. We've got Princess Anne.
Absolutely.
She'll do everything.
She'll
do everybody's job,
absolutely will do,
as well as her own. We're okay. Thank you both very much indeed.